Welcome to another episode of Trappers, Trails, and Tales.
So I found a spot where I'm going to be installing a submarine cage for muskrats. And just, I don't use a lot of cages just because they're so bulky and stuff, but when you find a spot like this, you can see here there's this little channel coming through here. You can see lots of muskrat chewings here. You can actually see here the droppings. So this little creek system, which is only maybe about a couple feet wide, you can see here, that's where I'm going to set the cage right here. Nice and narrow. The cage is just going to fit in there perfect. And any muskrat swimming up here is just going to have to be forced to go through the cage. So I'm going to get this cage installed and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, so when setting these cages up, it's very simple. All I do is I take two long poles like this, and I'm just going to tie them off to the top of the cage. Twist that off. And the secret of this is these poles that you're going to have for a dive pole, you don't want too big. You don't want the muskrat being able to crawl on top of them and actually sit on them, use them for a toilet. You basically want them small enough that he can't climb on them, so he's just going to dive under them, and from there he's going to go right into the cage. And then what these poles do, because they're longer than the channel, they're going to help support the trap and just keep it under the water a couple inches or so. Okay, so again, what I'm doing, I'm just going to slowly just under the water, give me support stick, so I'm going to help her. Put her underneath there. Again, you want that trap to be a couple inches under. Obviously my support sticks are too long. Shit, I'm going to have to adjust that some more. So you just got to be careful here, because she's kind of basically a bog is what this is. So you want to find a spot where she's going to be deep enough to drown them. A little shallow there you go. Okay. I'll show you what you see what I'm talking about. So you can see right there where the cage is. And again, it's about an inch under the water, just enough that they can't come up to get air whenever they're in the cage. So I'm just going to block that off a little bit more, and the muskrats are going to have no choice but to go through there. So I'm just going to be checking a couple of muskrat cages, the funnel cages. We set them up yesterday. Okay, so you can see
I set these cages up yesterday. Again, I don't set up a lot of these just due to the fact that they take up so much room. But they're a killer set for muskrats. Like I've heard of guys catching like 10, 11, 12 rats in one check. I've also heard of guys catching mink. I know one trapper there even caught a small beaver in one. So, but anyways, okay, we're gonna get this pulled up. We had heavy rains last night, so the water's up a little bit. Oh, there we go. What did I get? 4 nice rats. Okay, I'll lift the camera and show you. Okay, so here's the cage. You can see there's definitely, it looks like 4. So 4 rats in one cage. Again, you can still see there's lots of mink sign, or lots of muskrat sign here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these 4 rats taken out. I'm going to get it reset, and I got one more cage on the other side we got to go check. So you can see right there is where I have the second cage. Didn't catch nothing in it today. That's surprising. So we just arrived back to the truck with those 4 muskrats we took out of the 2 funnel cages. But I just wanted to show you a little idea that I made from my truck here. And I know I did a video on this. This is a drying rack for muskrats I usually have in my shed, with a fan on them so they'll dry, but I also throw it in the back of my truck. This way it keeps the animal up the box of the truck, get a good air circulation around it so they dry quicker, and hopefully less chance of green belly there when they're not piled on top of each other or laying on their bellies and that. So I just thought I'd show you that for a quick little idea. So it's the second day for checking these muskrat cages. We're just gonna go check them. We're gonna pull them. Like again, I said, this was just a little fun little trip into a pond, which normally I don't normally come into, just due to the fact that it's so far away, and it would take way too much time when I'm trapping full bore to get in here, and just for a few rats and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go check them out and we'll see what we caught. See, there's the cage there. Oh, I see one, looks like one rat in there. Oh, get back here. Yeah, say this is very soupy here. Yeah, out of that. Yeah, just one rat in this one. So again, like I said, we're going to pull them. And this one had 4 yesterday and 1 today. So we're at the second and last cage. As you remember, yesterday I didn't catch nothing in this cage, which definitely shocked me. It surprised me. So we're going to see, oh, I just see some feet in there. Here we get one rat. A nice sized rat, big adult. Again, I'm going to get these pulled, and I hope you enjoyed this little adventure. Like I said, it's a fun little line. For some reason, the M&R opened their trapping season 10 days earlier, and I really didn't want to start that early. I was going to give the fur a couple more, a week anyways, before I started, but that's when I decided to come in here and just play around in this little spot that I don't normally trap. So okay, so I'm just gonna get these rats skinned up. They dried really well there. Obviously that little rack I have in the back of the truck works awesome. So like again, I'm gonna get these guys skinned, get them on a stretcher, and then that'll be about it. So on that little note, I hope you enjoyed this little adventure. And hope to see you on the next one, the Trappers Trails and Tales. Later, guys.